gentlemen, Spring Indus here, and today I'm going to be recording some more Starfield. So yeah, last video I end up going to New Atlantis so I can go inside of, Infinity Limited, tower, the HQ, where, I had to do some sneaking around. I mean, at first I tried waiting to see if that guy that's on the counter table, the receptionist. I mean, not the other one, just not the receptionist lady by the entrance. No, the one that is on at least the lobby area, the lobby area. The lobby room. Once you enter through that door, or actually no, not through the door, through the elevator, but yeah, the lobby. But I guess waiting didn't really work out, so I thought, why not? And I mean, why not decide just to go sneak around? Because yeah, it's just better to sneak around then. And well, yeah, I mean, yeah, I must say though, it was just a long strategy that I had to do, which is all the more reason that that I did that little trick where where I decided, that little trick where I speed things up. I speed things up because it requires some planning and strategy and all that, just so I can get the, I forget, what was I supposed to get exactly? Ah yes, a NeuroAmp prototype, and I'm supposed to be running programs on on Faye's computer, and yeah, and even delivering the evidence to David Barron at the SSNN field office. So yeah, so that's what I did. But for now, it's time for me to go and I guess time for me to go and report to Masako, so I could get that done, because again, that mission was too long. It was just too long. It was too long for strategizing and such, and it's just, yeah. Well, strategizing in a way, how do I get through, with stealthing and all that. It's just, yeah. But anyways, yeah, yeah. It's time for me to go and, speak to Masako at Ryujin Tower. So yeah, let's go. Let me see, executive offices. Yes, I'm here to report about, I'm here to report, deliver the good news of what I just did. And again, I did not kill anybody. I did not kill anybody in Infinity Limited. Okay, I did not shot and kill anybody. They were trying to fire at me, but but I pulled through in healing myself. So yeah, I pulled through in healing myself.
I believe you were specifically told that we did not want a body count on this assignment.
Well, yeah, I mean, I did not. Let me see, I'm sorry, I didn't intend for anything to happen.
If only intent.
I mean, I did not kill anybody. It must be freaking Brett.
I hope you at least attempted to use the internal NeuroAmp.
Yeah, I did. It was extremely useful.
And yet not useful enough to avoid a body count?
I mean...
Still, it's good to know the applications are proving themselves. So now it's just a waiting game for SSNN to break the news.
Yeah.
Once the story airs...
I mean, it must be Barrett that caused all the body count. I did to explore Galen did not do a body count, ma'am. I didn't!
The SSNN broadcast has started. Shall I patch it through?
Yes.
Yes, patch the, SSNN thing.
To be linked to a new investigation where Drexler would have been accused of numerous violations, including murder for hire, unauthorized human trials, and corporate theft. Authorities representing the UC and the Freestar Collective have been dispatched to a consolidated mining station and the clinic. Both locations are believed to hold numerous victims. Drexler's motivation appears to be an attempt to launch a new product based off stolen information from a competitor. The details on the project itself have yet to be confirmed, but it's believed that Masako Imada, CEO of Ryujin Industries, may be involved.
Yeah, pretty much. That's what,
Of communications between Drexler and Imada were discovered, where she encouraged Drexler to ignore approval guidelines for human trials. This has been David Barrett for SSNN.
Impossible. You set me up.
Yep, that's what I did. Wait, hold on. Oh, never mind. I know to explore Galen had nothing to do with this. For all I know, it's the truth. Yeah.
You expect me to believe you're simply an unwilling pawn in this?
I mean, wait, hold on. Yes, believe it or not, it's the truth. Yes, again, it's the truth. I'm not working with Ryujin. I can assure you that. I'm doing everything by myself.
I know exactly how this situation came about. I have only a few things to say.
What?
Should Ularu run this company, the reputation of Ryujin Industries will change dramatically. Her unchecked tactics will be heavy-handed, involving murder without question of both the innocent and the guilty. Ryujin may gain financial success, but the percentage is not worth the real cost.
Look, neither of these two are getting invited to the Constellation holiday party. But Ularu is demonstrably worse here.
Yeah. Let me see, Let me see, yeah, how about this? I'm a lie. I believe you, but that doesn't mean I had anything to do with this.
Either way, the damage...
Yes, I'm a lie. I could have gone with the fourth option, but
Infinity Ltd. And now I also assume my position is at stake. It's very important we receive at least half the vote on both issues. The CEO rules in the event of a tie. I need you to use everything in your power to convince them. And that includes using the internal neural
the internal neuramp, so you want me to use the internal neuramp on the board members?
Yes, that's exactly what it's designed for. The bright side being, they'll never know.
Well, they don't agree. I'll be sure to make them listen. How about that?
Good. You'll find most of the board members in their offices preparing. Vina is also here, waiting for the meeting to start. We'll need at least 50% of the vote to go our way. In the event of a tie, I will make the final decision. I trust you'll get it.
Okay, then. Yeah. Okay, then. Well, there goes that report. But, yeah, there goes that report, but, I don't know about that, really. I really don't know about that, I don't really know about all this, really. Anyways, yeah, Ryujin.
I take it Masako wasn't as pleased to hear the SSNN broadcasts as she thought she
Yeah. She never saw it coming.
Of course she didn't. And now she's going to have some serious regrets about holding this upcoming board meeting. Which brings me back to you.
Okay, then.
Masako wants us to acquire Infinity Ltd, which is obviously not on my list of things to do. I need you to persuade the board members otherwise, and make sure they're on our side when I move to vote Masako out.
Let me see, I mean, what if I can't persuade them?
If you can't persuade them, I can only assume you don't have Ryujin's best interests at heart. You have the internal neuroamp at your disposal. There's no excuse for failure.
Okay then, well... The acquisition has benefits, qualified employees, contracts, etc. How about that?
You don't think I've weighed those...
Yeah, manipulation!
possibilities? Actually, perhaps I was a little overzealous. Being able to pick and choose the talent as I see fit does have plenty of benefits. And I could hold the garnered good faith over Viv for years to come. Alright, I'm convinced. But if this turns into a mistake, I'm holding you accountable. Just get the others on board.
Okay then.
The internal neuroamp essentially guarantees success.
Okay then. Let me see, I don't need the internal neuroamp to persuade the board. Yes, I don't need that!
As long as you get the results I'm looking for, I don't care how...
Yes, I, the literary explorer Gillen, don't need no neuroamp. I can use my Riz! Besides, I maxed out my persuasion, you know, I can use that Riz!
Or, at least until I retire.
Didn't figure you for a cup is half full kind of person. You really think you'll make it to retirement before this place eats you up, huh?
I mean, like you said, the internal. I mean, wait, aren't you concerned at all about the internal NORAM and how powerful it is?
Of course not. We have the means to keep a close eye on tech like this. And if need be, we can dictate exactly who receives one.
Alright, well, like you said, the internal NORAM guarantees success.
Exactly. And all you need to do is use it to get the board on the winning side.
Well, let me see then. Let me see. Okay, lobby board members. Okay, so. Let me see. All right then. So, how am I gonna pull this off exactly? Let me see. All right, lobby board members. Okay. Let me see. For a turnaround, Y2. I mean, yes for 2 or 0 for no. Lara CEO, yeah, 1 yes and 1 no. For Infinity Ltd, yes for 2 or no for that. Okay, let me see how this is gonna work.
It's good to
Let
see
me go and speak to Vida.
And how's my favorite patient doing? Not seeing any temporal memory flashes or losing time, I hope.
Let me see. Are those actual side effects?
What? No, of course not. They're purely theoretical.
Alright, let me see. I feel great. No side effects as far as I can tell.
That's
Yes,
great.
Idaho's Dirty Explorer Galen is really fine with no side
Ready
effects.
For legitimate human trials in that case. One step closer to seeing market approval. Genevieve is going to be so excited. So, tell me what you think of the NeuroAmp.
Alright, let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. This internal NORAM changes everything. Vina, you're going to be famous, or or should I go with this sort of, or should no one should have this sort of power? Let me see. This internal NORAM it changes everything, Vina. You're going to be famous. How about that?
I'd be the next
Oh
Ray
fuck.
Harris.
Oh wait,
My
no.
childhood hero. How amazing.
Oh
would
great, he
that be?
disliked that.
DeMarcus, eat your heart out. Don't tell him I said that. He knows I love and respect him. So the next question is, what will the fate of Infinity Ltd be?
Let me see. Let me see. You should vote against requiring their research only serves as an example of what not to do. Wait, let me describe it.
I'd like to acquire them, although it won't break my heart if we don't. Faye may have stepped over a line in her attempt to replicate my work, but she's a brilliant engineer. I'm very curious to see what else she may have been working on and dig into her research.
Well, you should vote against it. Yes, yeah, vote against it.
Wow, you're no fun. I guess there's no point in examining their failures. Besides, I don't want any of their research to steer me in a bad direction. I know Masako will be pushing for the acquisition.
Let me see, Let me see, do you really think Masako is going to be good for Ryu's future?
Well, if she can make it through the current drama, I'd say she's more than prepared to handle anything that gets thrown at us in the future.
Oh, let me see, that's another I mean, let me see, I trust my make it right.
I still
Oh, fuck,
think
Bird
there's
disliked that!
something that's happening,
No!
But you're right. Maybe a change of leadership is needed in order to prevent this from happening again. And I have no doubt that Ularu would keep...
Alright, well, I'm gonna have to, like,
fully
alright, make
funded.
it 50-50, right?
Well, this has certainly been the most interesting conversation of my day. All we can do now is look forward to the meeting, right? See you in there.
Yes. Alright, well, I guess Barrett doesn't, okay, so Barrett doesn't like the whole NORAM thing.
I'm glad we're making an effort in our
Right,
appearance.
and he also doesn't want, like, you know,
Just the
Ularu
person
trying to
I
be in
wanted to
charge.
see. I want to get all the details locked down for this meeting, and I believe you to be one of the best sources available.
Let me see. I'm happy to answer any questions you might have.
Good. I prefer first-hand feedback when available. You've had the chance to encounter members of Infinity Ltd throughout your assignments here. Do you think they're worth redemption? And why?
Let me see, Let me see, what makes you think I actually had contact with enough of them to know?
You can tell a lot by just looking at a workspace or simply observing a person in their business environment. Perhaps I mistakenly assumed that as an operative here, observation was a talent of yours.
Let me see. Of course, we could save the jobs of thousands of people. We should do it, I think. Let me see. Yeah, they don't know what's going on.
Oh, I didn't mean in regards to Drexler's actions. More in the sense of should a superior company like Ryujin make room for so many potentially lackluster employees?
Yeah, the opportunity to do some good here, why not take it?
That is a plea more well spent on Genevieve or Alexis. I prefer to focus on the numbers and leave emotions out of my decision.
Let me see, it sounds like you already made your decision, so why even ask me?
Perhaps I wanted to see if I could be convinced otherwise. It's easy to say it's the right thing to do for someone in your position. But for me, Infinity Ltd is a huge financial unknown. It's high risk versus mediocre reward.
Let me see, we be getting employees on Infinity's cheaper salary numbers? How about that?
This is true.
Ah, great. He disliked that as well?
I had the financial resources.
I do not want to gain... I do not want to gain empath.
Getting what few
I mean, I do not want to gain, like, you know, like, self-doubt.
Here could have major payoffs in the long run. Next question. What are your thoughts on SSNN's reports that Masako is allegedly connected to Lucas Drexler?
Let me see. I had to see the evidence first. How about that?
A good, neutral answer. One that Alexis would be proud of. I find it difficult to believe that our CEO was truthfully involved in such endeavors. I look forward to seeing what Alexis can learn about the subject.
Why don't you think Masako is capable of this?
Oh, Masako is quite capable of doing this. But to put it bluntly, it's not her style. First, she'd never directly involve herself. We let others take the fall in this business. Second, it's too complex. Masako prefers elegant simplicity, which is why I admire her. Third, Masako isn't a killer, and believes casualties are bad for business.
Yeah, that is true. I agree. Let's hope Alexa can take care of it quickly. Yes. Yes, Umbrella like that.
And her team can resolve this quickly and quietly. At least as quietly as may be expected after SSNN announced it. I appreciate the insight. I suppose I should ask if there's anything I can do for you, considering how helpful you've been.
Alright, let me see. What are your thoughts on an internal door ramp?
It's the next big step for Ryujin Industries. Financially, it'll keep us secure for years to come. There's no doubt it's our future.
Yes, tech like that is dangerous and should be banned. Yes, exactly.
It's only dangerous to those who can't afford one. Hence the added motivation that will bolster sales.
Can you guarantee all of your employees can afford one?
The guarantee depends on if we're willing to make the financial commitment to outfitting each employee with at least a shielding component. A cost that's not lost on me as CFO.
Let me see, Yes, I'm gonna say that.
It's possible. But with Alexis and Genevieve driving the restrictions and presentation of such a product, it's also highly unlikely. This has been rather enlightening for me. I appreciate the time.
Well, alright then. Okay then, well, let's see. I got extra board members left.
Don't tell me. Masako wants to make sure I'm still on her side after SSNN dropped this media bomb on us?
Well, let me see, why would you think Masako sent me?
Because that's what I do. You want something in this business? You don't pull any punches. The only real question is just how persuasive she asked you to be.
Let me see, I'm here on my own. How about that?
And I don't have an agenda. Look, I know Masako sent you. She knows I want this deal as much as she does. Now that she's been tied to Lucas, buying up Infinity Ltd. Only reinforces the narrative. It's gonna be a hard sell to make this look good.
Let me see, let me see. Is there any benefit to acquiring Infinity Ltd at this point?
Well, now? Nothing, really. We'd still be saving jobs, offering a sense of security. But all that will be lost when it comes to the public. All they'll see is a hawk swooping in for the kill.
Well, let me see. How does By Infinity Ltd reinforce the narrative?
The public is going to see Misako as the grand orchestrator of this mess that Infinity Ltd is now in. They'll believe she duped Lucas into performing desperate, inhumane acts, so she could later frame him and tank the company. Buying Infinity Ltd provides the motive that everyone will be looking for.
Let me see. Verticality. We have enough problems now, is it? We don't need theirs too. How about that?
Exactly. We don't even know what could be hidden in their financial and legal records.
Yeah.
At this point, the less unknowns, the better.
Well, let me see. You know, if you really want to keep Ryujin in the public's good graces, there are two things to consider. Is the public all you actually care about?
The consumer is our lifeblood. So capturing their wants and desires, of course, it's all I care about. I'm sure I wouldn't be in this position today if it wasn't.
Let me see. You know, if you really want to keep Ryujin in the public's good, dear graces, there are two things to consider. Yes.
All right. I suppose you've earned the right to voice your opinion after everything you've done, qualified or not. So let's hear it.
I mean, the drama Masako CEO without an investigation is a big outlook for Ryujin Industries. Do you think Masako can still be trusted as CEO?
Even if the evidence exists to clear her name, it may be hard for the public to dissociate her from what Lucas Drexler has done. In which case, it wouldn't matter if we trusted her or not. We can't have a CEO whose name is synonymous with murder and corruption associated with the Ryujin Industries brand.
Who do you think would be best qualified to take Masako's place?
My preference? We hire from outside. Market the new leadership like a phoenix rising from the ashes. The public will love the idea that we burned the past and are looking at a new way forward.
Well, to draw Masako as CEO without an investigation is a bad look for you. Yes, how about that?
You're not
Yes,
wrong.
bro, I like that.
There's something to be said for loyalty and standing by your own. And, well, if anyone can redeem her in the public's eyes, it's yours.
Yes,
truly.
redemption!
Provided she's proven innocent, of course. And what's your second point to consider?
Well, let me see. How have you, let me see, have you considered just how powerful the neuroamp is?
Of course, which is why I know it requires some very delicate handling. But unlike Alexis, I believe we can get the proper restrictions and regulations in place to have a marketable product. We do it every day with weapons we arm ourselves and our ships with.
Well, let me see, the internal neuroamp, that research should be banned, yes!
The possible backlash on tech like this is not lost on me. However, the internal neuroamp will define the next era of tech, with Ryujin at the forefront. It's not an opportunity you just walk away from.
Well, let me see. Let's see, do you really think a product like that can manipulate non-knowing citizens will be accepted by the public?
Not when you word it like that. But a product that can settle disputes or help broaden someone's point of view? Then you really have something that consumers will buy into. Well, it seems your talents really do stretch beyond just being an operative. Good talk. Maybe I'll even consult you on future endeavors.
Wait. Oh, wait, what? Okay, I guess... No? Yes, we're gonna talk later, Barrett. Alright, let me talk to this guy.
There were more hours
Alexis
in the
Price.
day. If you need something, make it quick. I'd like to make sure my arguments are solid before this meeting.
Let me see, you're not a fan of acquiring Infinity Ltd? Yes. Wait. Yes.
You heard correct. I've every reason to believe that Infinity Ltd is the Pandora's box of corporations.
Alright, let me see, what are the details on why you don't want to acquire Infinity Ltd?
I can guarantee that Infinity Ltd was up to more than just the current charges. The process of finding and following up on all those threads won't be easy.
Yes.
I refuse to be blindsided by another corporation's past, so this is going to take a lot of time and patience.
You're right, the burden for all the departments would be too extreme.
I mean, I could handle it as well as any other high-profile situation. But the real question is, do I want to? And the answer to that is no.
Okay then, well, Let me see. If you want a real legal nightmare, I'd say the internal ramp fits the bill. I'm curious about your thoughts on. Wait, hold on. Let me see. Have you been preparing for having the internal ramp on the open market?
Unfortunately, half my department's been poring over documentation, while the other half is writing up what legal guidance they can.
If you want a real legal nightmare, I'd say the internal ramp fits the bill. Yes, how about that?
Don't even get me started. First off, if I find out you used that device on me, I will tie you up in court on whatever charges I can conjure for the rest of your life. Second, that tech is one major human rights violation that no legal team wants to fight.
I see.
I'll do whatever I can to make sure it's either severely delayed or collects dust in storage.
I see.
If we didn't have to worry about people abusing it, the possibilities would be phenomenal.
Yeah. Let me see. Let me see. Is there? I mean, hold on. Is there anything positive you can think of about the internal ramp?
Tech like this only has good applications when you have complete control over who uses it. Once that tech hits a market, open or private, that control is
Yeah,
gone.
that is true.
And
I think it's only better if, you know, if I, the legendary explorer again, should only use the ramp.
By anyone who might
You know, I'm more
be
trustworthy to
hands-on.
use it than anybody else. Anyway, so I dislike the internal ramp versus regular neuramps.
Because the external neuroamps are built to help the user on a personal level. They aid in reason, communication, confidence, all things that can make the difference in a person's self-image. And yes, they can be abused. But that's why there are laws regarding improper usage.
Yeah, that's true. Anyways, agree. The internal neuramp should never see the light of day. How about that?
Well,
I like that.
I'm surprised to hear the one person who has one say that. Masako is lucky to have you at her disposal, you know? You may be the greatest asset, aside from the internal neuroamp, that Ryujin has.
Yes. Let's see. Do you think Masako has what it takes to keep Ryujin successful for years to come? How about that?
If the board can navigate this current mess without falling apart, I'm certain of recovery. Masako's pulled this company through some rough times. I'm willing to bet she still has a few cards to play.
Well, let me see. Have you ever considered someone else in Masako's place?
Masako's successor will obviously be Ularu. She's qualified, but a little too heavy-handed for my taste. I prefer a CEO that makes my job easier, not harder.
Okay then. Well, what do you think of Masako's involvement with the Family Ltd?
To put it bluntly, it's bullshit. This is way outside of Masako's capability. I've worked with that woman for over a decade. Even her more aggressive actions never came close to this. Besides, if she wanted to acquire Infinity Ltd., there are simpler ways to go about it. This exchange has been surprisingly insightful. But now, I really do need to get back to my notes.
Yes. Alright then, so I guess so much for Ularu as CEO then.
Hey, when you're not busy,
Yeah, we will chat later. For now, I'm gonna go and speak to, Dalton Fiends.
This meeting should prove to be very interesting, especially after that bomb SSNN dropped in their last broadcast. I assume Masako briefed you on her preferred outcome.
Let me see, I was told to use the internal ramp to make sure that board votes to... Yeah, so I refuse to use the internal ramp to ensure votes to acquire Alpha D. I see, yes, but I refuse to use the eternal ramp to ensure... Yes, I'm gonna use that.
Good on you.
Yes, I don't use...
it's such a shame. The technology, if used by decent people, could lead to so much good. But the harm it can do in the wrong hands is beyond terrifying.
Yeah, it can.
If it were up to me, I'd have shut down Project Dominion a long time
Now
ago.
why haven't you?
I knew it was a grave security risk. And look what happened.
Let me see, we saw firsthand how dangerous that tech is. Wait, hold on, let me see. You were against Project Dominion from the start?
Completely. I understand the success it can bring for the corporation, but my only concern here is security. It's not that the board majority fails to see the dangers. It's that they believe we can overcome them. That hubris could easily bring this corporation down one day. I only hope it won't be on my watch.
Yeah. Don't tell me you actually disagree with Masako on something.
It's not often, but yes. And I'm not the only board member that initially voted against moving forward with the research.
Well, let me see. We saw firsthand how dangerous the tech is. It should never go to the market. Yes!
You read my mind. Let's just hope Masako and the others see it that way.
Unfortunately, they won't, because you're the last person that I talked to, and I think the 4 neuroamp vote has won.
We're about to add a significant workload onto my team. The last thing I want to deal with are any more incidents this new neuroamp might cause.
Let me see. Let me see. Do you think this is the right time to acquire Infinity Ltd?
Well, the timing could be better, but I don't feel strongly one way or another about the acquisition. We've gone through our fair share in the past, and this one would be no different. If Masako wishes to bring Infinity into the fold, I will not stand against it.
Right then, well then vote against Infinity. I'm with you. It's too big a risk.
I hate to agree, but you're right. And I'm sure Masako will understand my reasoning.
Well, let me see. I know you believe in Masako, but after all this, I think... Wait, hold on, let me see. Masako will recognize the effort it takes. That's what makes her a great CEO. Do you really think Masako is fit to lead Ryujin after her involvement with Infinity Ltd?
I hardly believe such slander to be true, so yes. Masako's proven to be the best leader countless times. Ryujin's success matters to her, but so does the foundation that it's built upon.
Well, don't you consider Masako to be a security risk at this point?
Regardless of how I feel, I would be a fool if I didn't take proper precautions. My team has already begun setting extra security in place. Should any of SSNN's story prove true, Masako will be doing no further damage under my watch.
Yeah, well, Masako will recognize the effort it takes. That's what makes her a great CEO. How about that?
Perhaps one of the greatest Ryujin has yet to see. Let's just hope this case surrounding her is resolved quickly.
Yeah, that it will.
If you'll excuse me, I need to make sure I'm prepared for this.
And I did good. I did real good. Well, unfortunately though, most people wanted to vote for like the freaking the neuroamp, so yeah. Now it's time for me to go and attend the meeting and see how this meeting plays out. And yes, and I'll go speak to Barrett after that. And perhaps maybe I could probably tell the truth that Laura-chan is the mole. Alright, let's see how this meeting will play out. For the legality of the neuroamp and Infinity and acquisition for Infinity Ltd and the CEOs. But yeah, but let's face it, everyone wanted that neuroamp. Unfortunately. Again, the device could do so much good, but again, under the wrong hands, it's bad. Okay, I attended the meeting, so now what?
To start this meeting, let me just say that the SSNN allegations are completely false.
And you expect us to just believe that?
I mean, yeah, it's just...
If they're false, how did this happen?
I'll be ordering a full investigation, but I have my suspicions, which I'll address once this meeting has concluded. Until then, I'm still CEO, and we'll be moving forward with this meeting to acquire Infinity Ltd.
Do you really think we want a potential criminal? One suspected of being the actual mole here?
Yeah, I went with 50-50 on this one.
In fact, I propose we remove Masako as CEO altogether, and nominate myself to take her place.
You can't be serious.
Seconded. I initially believed we could pull through this, but I think we need a change in leadership in order to make sure this doesn't happen again.
Any arguments against?
Yes, on the fact that I'm innocent and completely capable of doing my job.
I mean, let me see, so replace now. Until proven guilty, yes. Until proven guilty, Masako is still the best leader for this company. I, the legendary explorer Gillen, believe that, that people are innocent until proven guilty.
No one asked you, operative.
we vote Masako out now, the public will think we're admitting her guilt without any investigation.
Yes, I find this motion to be hasty and ill-advised. Basing a critical decision off an SSNN broadcast is hardly wise.
Let's leave it up to the vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Those against?
Nay.
You're kidding, right? I hope you're all aware of the huge mistake you're making by continuing to support Masako.
I mean,
Enough.
I did the whole 50-50 thing, right?
Where everyone stands. Now, let's get back to focusing on what we're actually here for. All those in favor of acquiring Infinity Ltd.
Aye.
All against?
Nay.
Acquiring Infinity Ltd could have brought significant growth and increased our public perception. I won't argue with the board's decision, but the long-term benefits far outweigh the short-term issues, and benefiting Ryujin is our top priority. Anyone have anything else they'd like to bring up?
Let me see. The internal NORAMP is too dangerous to market. Yes, it is. It's too dangerous to market.
The internal neuroamp is a key component of Ryujin Industries' success for the next 10 years, if not more. Why would we shelve it after we've finally perfected it?
Let me see, it takes away a person's free will. It's not right.
Agreed. We all experienced the threat it posed to this company firsthand. The security risks would be innumerable.
Very well. All in favor of shelving Project Dominion?
Aye.
All against?
Nay.
Great.
We'll start up discussions on how to handle Project Dominion in the future. In the meantime, at least the only person to have one is our own operative. Internal neuroamp research will continue. The dangers have been noted.
Yeah, the dangers have been noted.
I'm certain between Alexis and Genevieve, any legal or moral issues will be taken care of by the time it goes to market. Any other matters to bring forth? None? This concludes our order of business for today.
Yes. I gotta talk to Masako.
So much.
Yes, and I gotta talk to Masako. I mean, yes. Yeah, because all these people really wanted that thing.
I'm glad we're making an effort in our
But all right.
appearance today.
Yes, let's speak.
So, it looks like both Infinity Ltd. and Ularu learned a lesson the hard way.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate about Imogene, but in our business, she wasn't the first, and certainly won't be the last.
Well,
You've proven yourself to be quite the asset here at Ryujin.
yeah, that I did. I mean, let me see. What will you do about Ularu?
I'll deal with Ularu, but the truth is, business is business, and I'm wise enough to know she's best kept here. I'll have Dalton put additional securities in place, but she learned a very humbling lesson today.
Yeah, that's pretty much
And
how it
now that
is.
She knows the board majority is behind me. There's little she'll be able to do, especially since you've proven yourself to be a key asset that worked against her.
Well, that's a way of saying thank you to the legendary explorer Galen, then you're welcome.
I suppose it is. Gratitude isn't something you typically hear these days in the corporate world. I truly appreciate what you've done. No operative has held the future of this corporation in their hands like you did. I can imagine this wasn't quite the job you envisioned when Imogene first hired you.
Yeah,
It's a lot of pressure for a new hire.
pretty much.
This is the right time to ask for a raise, right?
Yeah. Let me see, now how often do employees plot against you personally?
Ularu was the first, but she won't be the last. It comes with the territory.
Well, let me see, it was nothing. I'm not used to.
Imogene's instincts were right about you. It's a shame ours weren't right about her.
Well, let me see. Do you really think you could trust Imogene?
Trust is a complex word in this industry. I trusted her to be competent at her job, and she excelled.
Well, it's time for me to... Oh.
When
You're still
dealing
you're
with
still
human
saying more
nature
dialogue.
in
I
a
mean, well,
corporate
after the
environment,
dialogue, I had to tell the truth.
never any real trust to be had.
Let me see. Lularo is using Imogene as a scapegoat. She's innocent.
I never would have expected to hear those two weren't on the same side. I'll need to launch an investigation to be certain, but I appreciate you bringing this to
Hopefully
my
she wasn't killed, Imogene.
Now, as promised, I have your bonus. I hope you'll find it appropriate for all you've done.
Yes.
And I'm promoting you to senior operative. You've more.
Oh,
than
nice.
I
You know, now I got a promotion. You want to promote me even after I worked for Ularu?
You made the right choice in the end, didn't you?
Yeah.
So yes, I'm promoting you. If it makes you feel better, think of it as incentive. The one thing I cannot deny is the advantage you bring to this corporation.
Let me see. Well, that's an understatement.
And also your opinion. With your new position, you now have an office with mission board access, and you're free to make your own hours.
Well, nice.
The mission board holds your assignments, and you can pick and choose to your strengths.
Well, nice. I get to pick my own missions if I want.
I still have more specific assignments for you. Questions?
Let me see. Where is my new office?
You'll find your new office on the operations floor.
All right then. Well, so I get my assignments from a machine now?
Yes. The mission board is far more efficient than dealing with someone in person.
True.
Plus,
I mean, even though I don't really pick up a lot of missions in mission boards, but hey, I mean, yeah, well, yeah. I'm gonna go ask the same question. What's a mission board?
the mission board is basically a computerized kiosk.
Even though I already know
where you
what the
get
whole mission board
majority
is.
Of your assignments from now on. It's what allows you to make your own hours, since you don't need a personal handler.
What kind of assignments are these?
You've already experienced the majority of what we do in your early assignments. These will be no different, although I may have more personalized assignments for you later.
Alright then, well, none, I'm good.
Good. You may get started at any time, but I suggest you familiarize yourself with the mission board before leaving.
So,
You've put in a
do
lot
I,
of
so I take it I'm gonna be getting like an activity mission or something that
so
involves going to a mission
understand
board?
the location is in order. Just don't forget, you still have a job to come back to.
Yes. So do I get like a mission that involves visiting my office?
You're not busy? Let's chat.
Oh, what? So I got like, what? Activities. Alright, talk with Andrea. Oh, talk with Andrea and Barrett. And that's about another ship. Oh, so I don't get no mission that involves me going to my office? I don't? Well then. Alright, well let's go talk with Barrett then. Yeah, cause you know I'd be getting empath and such.
Neon.
Oh.
You think it would be peaceful with all those calm waters? And
Yeah, I'm
beautiful
gonna set that to my.
sunsets. But I can't think of any town.
Yeah, I'm gonna go and visit a mission board. That's like an activity they gotta do.
LTD. And there you were, navigating corporate bureaucracy like a professional.
Yep. It's easy to handle when I don't need the money.
Humanity went to the stars and explored new worlds. And some still ended up sitting at desks all day long. Not sure if I should laugh or cry. Look, I know Neon is going to be Neon, no matter what any of us do about it. But you just let them keep working on that neural amp tech? Really?
Let me see. Let me see. It's grotesque. I agree.
Had a chance to rethink your actions since then, I hope. I'm sure they try to tell you all the ways it could help people. Stopping enemies before they can do harm. Maybe even helping people with neural damage.
Yeah.
But you know it won't be like that.
Yeah, not really.
But if the bottom line is money, then this isn't going to benefit them. It'll be used to dominate.
That is true. There's no stopping it, so may as well makes. I mean, I didn't think about it like. I didn't think about it like that.
Of course not. This is their business. Convincing people to take risks that aren't in their best interest.
Yeah.
I know you were hoping for the best, but they knew that and used it against you.
Yeah, unfortunately.
I just hope somebody within their own ranks is able to derail it now. Anyway, not that I care a ton about the internal politics of some ethically dubious megacorp, but... So, Masako, huh? I mean, between
Yeah, I
her
guess
and
Barrett is only
Ryujin,
discussing to me about like
I
the
get
whole
it.
about the whole
You
Ryujin
don't
Industries
trust her,
stuff.
do you?
Let me see. I didn't trust any of them.
Well, I trust you, and I'm glad the choice was yours and not mine.
Yeah.
Anyway, you didn't happen to pick up any investment tips while you were in there. Just kidding. I don't even want
I mean, you were there, man. You saw the whole thing.
The best time, but I need to talk with you later. Hey.
Okay, I guess.
I'm really enjoying
Okay, I
our
guess it's time for me to
here.
go and talk to this guy.
Thought you should know. It's been a long time since I worked with someone so closely. I didn't realize how much I missed it. And you haven't stopped me from looking into this stuff with Irvin either. So, thank you.
No problem, man. Let me see. Why would I stop you?
Well, there's a school of thought that you shouldn't go chasing ghosts. And they're probably right. Ghosts are spooky.
That is true. Ghosts are spooky.
Maybe this isn't that kind of chase. And Irvin's case is far from dead.
Yeah, well, if it matters to you, it matters to me. At the end of the day, that's how it
That's
is.
what makes you a good captain in my book. Your
Yes,
support-
I, the literary explorer Galen, is a really good captain, a supportive captain.
About Irvin's case. So, I wanted to let you know that I heard back from my contact, and I think you'll want to hear this.
Yeah.
They sent me a copy of some public records. It's interesting. There was a claim filed against Irvin, accusing him of damaging their investment.
Well, that's not good.
Looks like Irvin didn't even enter a plea.
Well, so who brought that case to court?
The Hephaestus Mining Corporation. And they also won the case.
Let me see. What was the settlement?
Some of Irvin's paychecks were seized, as well as any assets that weren't under joint ownership.
Let me see. I understand how everyone could be guilty of that.
Well, if it was Irvin, I do want to understand that, because I just can't believe it. Anyway, this mining corporation, Hephaestus, sued Irvin, claiming he irreparably damaged their mine. They said he killed the apex predators in the area around the mine, which led to herd creatures overeating the grasses. That caused the soils to release too many gases too fast, which cost Hephaestus a ton of money.
I see. Well, killing apex predators led to all that?
They claim the creature he killed was a critical hive species that caused a cascade effect when they were killed off. Irvin killed the equivalent of a queen bee, and the whole hive collapsed, basically.
Well, seems plausible.
The explanation is sound, but why would Irvin do that? He wouldn't.
I mean, well, that depends. Is there going to be
So
like a side
anyway,
mission or anything like
according
that?
to the court documents, there was a witness for the defense, who was a no-show too. Then Hephaestus won by default. They tried to take his apartment, but because it's in my name too, they couldn't.
Well... Did you know about the apartment before this?
I didn't know he bought it. Must have been a better deal than renting for the time he was there.
And why didn't the witness show up?
They withdrew their testimony the morning of the trial. Said they had a sincere change of heart.
I see. Well, is your contact still alive, still available for work?
Yes. They plan to stay in the same system for a while.
Well, let me see. All right, then. Well, sounds like the case is closed.
That doesn't mean we can't do anything about it. And if nothing else, I just want to know more about what happened to Irvin.
Yeah.
So here's what I was thinking. I can persuade my contact to keep digging a little bit more. I don't want to press our luck, so I'll just ask them to follow up on one thing. Should I tell them to investigate the company more, or look into the witness instead?
Let me see, what do you want to find out with the witness?
I wonder what his real reason was for retracting his testimony. Did he report anything to security?
What can we find out by investigating the company?
I just want to know why they picked Irvin. Why did they set him up?
Well, anyways, here, I, the legendary explorer Galen, will give you 4,000 credits so that you can pay your smuggler to contact to investigate both.
For that much money? They'll do it. You know, this investigation is time-consuming, but it's also pretty cathartic. And who knows? Maybe if we solve this case, it'll mean a better future for Gagarin.
Yes.
But that's thinking too far ahead. Anyway, Captain, thanks for checking in with me.
And no problem, Barrett. No problem. I'd let you explore Galen, had a good talk with you about Irvin. Anyways, let me see, oh yes, examine the mission board. Yeah, examine the mission board of my office. And that reminds me, I want to see what my office looks like. Yeah, everybody really wanted to use, like, the new ramp. Except for me and the other two, but, it is how it is, really. But, I mean, at least I got the new ramp for myself. And I did say I'm only using it for good. I'm only using it for good, not for evil. So, yeah, like, I'm only using it for good, not for evil, at the end of the day. Yes, and this must be my office. Oh, nice. And let me see. Ooh, I got a heavy particle fuse. Nice. I need some ammo of that. What's that? Ooh, I got 2 digipicks. A pencil case. And some, ooh. Yeah, some chems. Yes, let me see my... Yes, hold on. Yes, well, other way, man. Oh, what's that? Let me see. Let me see. Let me see what I got here. Alright. Yes, I'm gonna take that. And take that. And then suppress Kawama. And disassembler boosted breach. Rare shotgun. I got a rare shotgun. Nice. Yes, I got a rare shotgun. I take it this uses the exact same ammo as the where is the other? I have another shotgun. Where is it? I know I have like another shotgun though. 15 by 25 CL shell. Yeah, this one right here. Yes. Well, I got a rare weapon now. And I'm gonna be using that rare shotgun. That has different, so the bullets. Yes, I'm gonna take all that. And what's inside this safe? This little safe here. Ooh, let me see. Credits. Yes, there we go. Refine Rattler. What's that? Oh, it's a .20. Oh, it's a rare pistol. .27 caliber. Yeah, .27 caliber. Even though I already have a .20. Yeah, I already have this one, which I barely use. But but it be. You know what? I want to sell those. I want to sell this gun too. Because that way, I get to make money. It's selling all these weapons. Anyways, let me see what this mission board is all about. Yes. Tag that. Yes, I'm registering all 3 of these missions. And yeah, I'm not sure where all these missions are located at, but let me see. Alright, plant the arc device and Laredo Firearms. Oh, Laredo Firearms. That's in that's in Aquila. Yeah, it's in Aquila City. All right, plant evidence at trade tower. Okay, yeah, the trade tower. All right, here. Let me see, in a hack Gagarin landing. All right, and upload the program. Yes. Let me see, hack Gagarin landing. Where is that? Oh, it's at New Atlantis. Wait, no, Gagarin. Oh, Gagarin landing. Haven't I ever been there? Probably not. Well, either way, though, before I guess I do these missions and such, I'm actually just gonna go end things off right here. And yeah, that really was it for that. That really was it for that meeting and all that voting. But anyways, yeah, that's gonna be for today's video. Be sure to rate, comment, subscribe, notification bell. We'll be seeing you guys on the next video.